14 Notre Dame players were either drafted or picked up as undrafted free agents this past weekend, and that would include Notre Dame quarterback Ian Book, who was selected in the 4th round. Quick note as always, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more content. Go to blueandgold.com for everything Notre Dame football and the 2021 NFL Draft. Some quick draft facts. This is per Notre Dame PR Twitter. Notre Dame's 9 overall NFL drafts picks give it 520 in program history, the most of any school in the history of the draft. Notre Dame's 9 picks mark the most in the Brian Kelly era and the most since 10 Irish were selected in the 1994 draft. Notre Dame's 5 draft picks in the first 3 rounds in the 2021 NFL Draft are the most since 6 Irish were selected in the first 3 rounds in 2016. With Liam Eichenberg, Aaron Banks, and Robert Hainsey being taken in rounds 2 and 3, it marks the first time 3 or more Irish offensive linemen have been drafted since 2003. Tommy Tremble, 11th Notre Dame tight end to be drafted since 2005. Tight end U is strong with the tradition that has been going on for quite some time, and that's going to continue with Michael Mayer. And just in the spring game this past weekend, it seems like George Takis, Mitchell Evans, Kane Barong, they're going to keep that alive as well. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, guys, had a surprising fall. He's projected as a first-round pick. Thought he would be right in the middle, maybe in that 15 to 22 range, but fell to the middle of the 2nd round. And let's look at the Notre Dame players drafted, 9 in total. Liam Eichenberg, maybe he was a fringe first-round pick. He fell to the 2nd round, pick number 10, to my Miami Dolphins. I'm a Dolphins fan and a happy one after this draft. Aaron Banks, round 2, pick 16 to the San Francisco 49ers. If you would have told me going into the draft that Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah would be Notre Dame's 3rd player drafted, I would have said, wow, someone really valued Liam Eichenberg and Aaron Banks as first-round picks. But Owusu-Koramoah sled to round 2, pick 20 to the Cleveland Browns. There's Tommy Tremble, a 3rd-round pick to the Carolina Panthers. Robert Hainsey, also a 3rd-round pick there at the end, the pick 31 to the Tampa Bay Bucks. How about Ian Book going in the 4th round? Personally, I thought he was going to be a round 5 guy at the earliest, but thought he would be more of a 6th or 7th round guy. Round 4, but pick 28, so near the end of that 4th round. He's going to the New Orleans Saints. Dalen Hayes, round 5, pick 27 to the Baltimore Ravens. He'll join Miles Boykin and Ronnie Stanley with the Ravens. Ade Ogundeji, round 5, and yes, pick 38. There's actually 40 picks in the 5th round total. And then wide receiver Ben Scaronick, who just played 1 season at Notre Dame. Obviously, he was at Northwestern before he played for the Fighting Irish, and he was selected by the Los Angeles Rams. Here is what Ian Book had to say about being picked by the New Orleans Saints.
I just think it's Coach Payton and, the offense there. And obviously, I think it's huge that Drew Brees was there for as long as he was doing what he was doing. We're different players, but we're similar in stature. And he proved to everybody down there and in the world that he could do it. And I want to do the same thing. And I just feel like I fit in that system well. And, those are big shoes to fill. There's no doubt about it, but that's exciting. That's an exciting challenge for me. And I think it's just that system and, what Drew has done. A lot of times, get comparisons, that Drew Brees or, someone similar in stature. So that's exciting for me. That's huge shoes to fill. And that's exciting for me. That's exactly what I want to go do.
There were several Notre Dame players who were not drafted but picked up as undrafted signees. Cornerback Sean Crawford, who could have actually come back for a 7th season at Notre Dame, probably wisely decided to take his talents to the NFL. He was picked up by the Raiders. Javon McKinley, who is pictured on the right side of the screen, by the Lions. Offensive lineman Tommy Kramer, tight end Brock Wright, all 3 of those guys picked up by the Detroit Lions. Nick McLeod, the NC State grad transfer cornerback, played his last season at Notre Dame, picked up by the Buffalo Bills. So there you have it, 9 Notre Dame players drafted, several more picked up. You have to look ahead now to the 2022 NFL Draft. Certainly feel like Kyle Hamilton will have his name called in the 1st round. Who else do you feel like has a good shot of being selected in next year's draft? What do you think about this draft class for Notre Dame? Make sure you drop your thoughts in the comment section of this video.